Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sourcraft World Tour. If you've watched the first video, thank you very much. That was a tour of the beautiful house behind me. If you haven't yet, make sure to go and take a look, like and subscribe to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to take a look at the farms. So starting from this side of the house, we're going to work our way all the way around, checking out all the different things. We'll get to about halfway across the island in today's episode, and then in the next episode, we will cover all the farms on the other side of the island, as you can see behind me now. So, let's get right to it. This is it. The wool factory. It's quite a big farm, as you can see. Stands slightly taller than the house. We could just jump back here and have a look. You can see that it's a couple of blocks taller than the house. But I just love the way this looks, just open planned. You've got all the different dyes. Might appear, I mean, I've been grafting. Oh, I think someone's left a pressure brake in there. You can see going all the way around, got all the different dyes. Now, all the actual work to this farm happens up above. In fact, if we just step back for a minute, that grey line that you can see there, that's where the main workings of this farm sits. So that grey line and that bottom white line just there. Essentially what happens is that the wool is collected from up there from the sheep, as you can hear them. Gets collected up, pushed down here by a water stream, goes into hoppers, and then just fills them all up from here. You can hear it triggering away up there. And if you look behind here, you can see these are the hoppers as well. These are full as well, literally to the brim. That one's not, that's a free one. That's the back of it. Let's go and take a look. This is the sheep farm. So I think the original design came from Cub Fan, I think it was. And then showcased by Skippy6 Gaming. Once we gained the ability to shear sheep through a dispenser. Absolutely fantastic designs. Simply this is how it works. The sheep eat the grass. The observer detects this. Fires the redstone. Fires the dispenser, which fires the shears. Oh, there we go. See it happen. Oh, I just caught that instead. Straight in my hand. Whoop, whoop. Haha, there you go. See it happening there. Now, some of these, you notice, obviously, we saw the dyes a bit earlier down here. Some of these dyes was actually generated by this thing sat next to it. This is a flower farm. It's very simple flower farm. Chest down here. There's a minecart with hopper sat underneath here. It basically just funnels all those things here. There's dispensers at the top with bone meal in. The lights on indicates there's bone meal in there. When it's empty, the lights go out and the trapdoor's open. Just switch it on here. We'll just go around. Ooh, the berries getting me. We just fill it up through here. Again, I accented it with the blue. Ooh. Simply work just by turning it on. And as you can see, very simply, it's just a comparator clock. It runs a redstone line across the top of this dispenser, and as the clock flashes, this dispenser's bone meal, flowers drop, and we end up in here. Oh, there you go, all the lights are out. That means we are out of bone meal. Now, we're going to take a look at this thing. This is the Phantom Farm. what I call it.
Meow. Meow.
Look, there's a putty cat in there.
Meow.
This uses an exploit where phantoms are afraid of cats, and they'll only come within a certain distance of cats. And when they get within that distance, they get scared and they try to fly away really, really quickly. So if we just
Meow.
climb all the way up here, and this is it. So you would stand in the center here. Phantoms will come swooshing down at you. They realize the cat is down there. They get scared and they shoot up and they get caught up in these trapdoors and these half slabs. And they just sort of get stuck under here. And if you look up, you'll just find just a canopy and loads of phantoms. You just bash them with your looting sword then. Now I sleep quite a lot, so I don't use that often. I don't have many of them, but filled a spot on the island. What? And Kitty becomes our protector.
Meow.
And this now brings us onto the mushroom farm. So the way that works is that the mushrooms are sat on the mycelium. They will grow and spread across the mycelium as they grow. And then whenever I need mushrooms, instead of putting it on a timer, basically you see these redstone blocks in here. These are not connected to pistons, which sort of cascade all the way up to the top because there's a second farm up there as well. So rather than having it on a timer, because I don't use it that often with mushrooms, I didn't see the need to be constantly doing it. I'd rigged it up to this pressure plate. Now the idea is that you stand on the pressure plate, you open the shulker box. This will push the water all the way down in the farm, push all the mushrooms into here, and then when you leave, the water will be capped off again and they'll be ready to grow. And then hopefully by the time you come back, you'll need more. So if we just open this, you can hear the water running now. And in a moment we should, there we go, look, oh, there was actually quite a few mushrooms, so wow, look at all those. And there is actually access to the mechanism, so let's just take a look. So this is it. There's our pressure plate on that block there. This runs all the way down here into these blocks. Just power these repeaters, just power off, just closes the pistons. This lets all the water out, and then when you let go again, pistons go back up, block it all off. So let's go take a look at the next farm. Now this is the first time I ever did any sort of custom trees. As you can see, these are not normal trees. I'm trying to do some custom designs on the portal. I sort of wanted to just create this sort of forest sort of feel, with little nuggets hidden in places, and here we are, the cow farm. I would show the instructions, but I never got around to writing them. Now this design originally, I think it was Exuma Void. I'm sure it was an Exuma Void. I know he's a Java player, but the sort of mechanism can be modified slightly. Now since this one was built, I have actually modified it again and made this side bit a bit more efficient. If we can see here. So what happens is, you press the button, redstone powers a piston, pushes his dirt block up. This detects that, fires a redstone signal which dispenses the dispenser inside the farm. As you can see just at the back there, that's got lava in it. That cooks the adult cows, but leaves any baby ones alone. Some buttons down there to stop it getting, whoa, noisy cows. There's some buttons down below to stop the larvae from getting to the babies. And then all the proceeds will end up in here. So if we just get oh, there we go, see, baby's dropped. Now we have a baby down there. And look at that, here's one I made earlier. An adult cow, sorry cow. Moo.
No.
I can't watch. No, I can't watch. I'm sorry. He's gone. And now we have some more leather and beef from him. Thank you, cow. And baby cow. And then tucked away in here as well is the micro farm. Now this micro farm is it's actually a silent whisper farm design. Oh, we didn't put the wheat back over there. Well, I'll just put it there in a minute. And looks like we could do with some more carrots. Let's just get some carrots. There's a there's bone meal in here still. So the way this works is again this lever here powers a clock, which I don't know if you can saw like that. Yeah, alright. Which powers these dispensers, which fires out the bone meal, and that clock pushes a piston with this dirt up and down, and as it does, it bone meals them, grows them, and then harvests them, and you just sit and collect them. So we just turn it on. So I've adjusted the clock for the speed of the realm at the time, so it's not massively slow, so we just need to position. Over we go. And there we go. Even use potatoes, just position ourselves again. Nope, don't need them. And the carrots weren't, but I just wanted to show the farm. So that's it. That's all we've got time for today. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And come back for the next episode where we'll take a look at the rest of the farms. Ooh, on the other side of this tree line. Ooh. Farming all day long. Just farming all day long.